G'day, and welcome to the television phenomena that is Double the Fist. This week, we tackle something which is very close to my heart, protesters. Protesters are the weakest form of virus known to society. Is it any wonder that the governments of the world won't listen to a word they're saying when they're dressed like half-naked, hairy dumb-beaters? I don't think so. That's why this week, we're going to put the pro back into protesting. I'm on the southeast coast of Victoria, where a logger has started developing 240 hectares of beautiful native pine. Now, this area is too small for the government to worry about, and too huge for the greenies to handcuff themselves to. Busloads of weak protesters have made it to this point, but have failed to achieve anything. Your mission is to get inside and do whatever you can to stop the logging. Satellite imaging and thermal scanning have revealed that there is a large compound at the centre of the area, as well as at least 1,000 personnel. There is an unguarded river that runs along the south boundary. This will be your entry point. The person or persons who are most successful at defeating the loggers will receive the full fist and the absolute honour of planting this giant American redwood. All right, let's do it. After a short hike to the river, it's Tina who's first off the blocks with an amazing display of physical prowess and roptitude. Now that's impressive. Rod, grasping at the chance to take his singlet off, has decided to brave the murky waters, but Womp is faced with a difficult decision. How about jumping in the water and following Rod's lead?
Nah, that's not a good idea, Steve. I can't swim.
You can't swim or you won't swim? Hey, Womp, get in the water. What? Get in the water.
Stop it, Steve!
Get in the water, Womp. This is innovation from the Womp. But remember at home, hockey straps should never be used as a slingshot, as a rubber glove is far more effective for shooting small projectiles. Well, what an amazing display from all competitors, already showing protesters just how easy it is to take action. Now, Winston, apart from being an environmental activist, you're also a racist. Do you feel there's any contradictions there?
Not at all, mate. I believe in conserving the environment. I think it should be preserved so it can be enjoyed by future generations of white people.
Save the forest! Stop immigration! Save the forest! Stop immigration! Save
Okay, Rod, you've got a costume. What's the plan?
Okay, Steve, first of all, don't call me Rod, all right? My logging name is Bud. See, I figure the best way to bring down these environment-killing loggers is to infiltrate their community.
Right, and how are you going to do that?
Isn't it obvious?
You're starting up a German beer hall where the loggers will meet and drink and...
Steve, I'm going to become one of the loggers. Once I'm in there and they've accepted me as one of their own, I'll strike and bring their operation to a halt from the inside.
Okay, well, that sounds like a long process.
No way. I reckon I can make a few logging friends in about 5 minutes flat.
All right, well, good luck, Rod.
Bud.
Bud. Okay, Tina. Now, you do realise you're supposed to be preventing this kind of thing?
Look, Steve, I'm chopping one tree down to save many.
Right. Tina, how does that work?
Well, I used to be Secretary of Defence for the Australian Girl Guides Association.
And this means...
This means that I'm well equipped for bush combat. I have the skills to rig trees with any trap in the world, including anti-logging traps.
Okay, well, that sounds great, Tina.
Yeah, well, that it is, Steve. Now stand back.
Okay. Stop, Womp, wait. Now, you realise you've been flung too far from your catapult. Okay, Womp, you've landed outside the logging area.
I don't understand, Steve.
Okay, Womp, the man you've just maimed and killed is not a logger, but in fact a mountain biker. I don't know why I bother with you sometimes, Womp.
Yep. Sure is some good wood out here today. Fine wood. Perfect for logging. Yep. Wonder where the rest of my logging team could be. Hello? Logging team?
Well, it looks like Tina's traps have taken their first victim. Let's hope that the next one is a logger. G'day. Now, Confucius said a lot of wise things. But I reckon I could kick his ass. Remember, kids, double the fist. This week, we've got 800 mils of filthy, dirty bin juice. So this has been collected from garbage bins, the water from garbage bins.
That's a lot of stuff.
How much money would it take for you to drink this? Who wants to smell it?
It's gross.
But if you could put any figure on it in the world, what would it be?
I couldn't do it.
Not even for 50 grand.
No. 10 grand maybe, I don't know.
10 grand? 10 grand, that's pretty good. Would you go under 10 grand to drink all of that?
No.
Probably five grand.
I wouldn't do it for any amount.
What about you?
$1,000.
Probably about $100 before I drink something like that.
Okay, so you want to do over $100?
No thanks.
It's juice from a garbage bin. We've collected it. What's the lowest amount of money you would do that for?
$30.
$30 to drink this filthy water. Now, what if I told you that Ray over there is going to do it for $30? Would you go below 30?
He's going to do it for 30.
Absolutely. Ray's ready to do it for $30. Now, are you going to go under 30 bucks?
No way.
All right, here we go. It's happening live. Ray is going to attempt to drink bin juice for $30.
What are you doing? That's garbage water.
What's the difference? Garbage is garbage.
Ray, that is an absolutely amazing effort. Congratulations. You are the most fist-worthy person I have ever met. Steve Fox, once again proving that people will do anything for money and television.
Double the fist.
Tina, I just think we're wasting our time with these traps. They're not working. There's no loggers in this area.
Okay, well, what do you suggest?
Well, I think you should take off your clothes and put on logging clothes like me. That way we can infiltrate together.
Okay.
Yeah?
Or how about you go and infiltrate and bring the loggers back here?
Do you think?
Rod, I think that's a fantastic idea.
Thanks, Tina.
All right, well, off you go.
Okay.
No!
Hey, boys. There's some really fine trees up there. We better get up there and cut them down before someone else does. Boys, I said there's some really good...
Well, it looks like Rod and Tina are well on the way to saving the forest, but snail-paced Womp is still reaching the logging zone. Okay, Womp. I would it right there. Now, you're still outside the compound. What's going on?
Yeah, I tried to talk my way in earlier, but it didn't work. Hi. Look, I was in there earlier today, and I've left my jumper inside. I was just wondering if I could duck in and get it. So, I've decided I'm going to ram the gate.
Well, that sounds like the best option, Womp. All right, good luck. Well, he's hit the gate hard, but not quite hard enough. The bike's made it through, but Womp is like the little strawberry that couldn't get through the sieve. It looks like the Womp's out cold. But with the Womp, you can never tell. All right, top work, Wompy. You're inside the compound. What are you going to do now?
I'm going to ride my new bike towards the smoke.
Okay, and you think that's a good idea?
Yeah, I've seen it in a movie where this gang of people on bikes rode into a warehouse and captured it by themselves.
Well, that sounds like a great film, Womp, but don't you think you'll be noticed or stopped by the loggers before you get to the smoke?
No, because I'll be in disguise.
Well, let's take a look at the scoreboard. Tina is well ahead of the pack, taking out 12 loggers, and Bud, Rod, thinks he's on a picnic with only 5 loggers, and Womp trying his little heart out with only 2 loggers and a mountain biker. So for the fist team, that's a total of 19 loggers. Applying mathematics to that, and they've saved 1.2 hectares of bush per week. Absolutely obliterating protesters who have only managed to put up a tent and write a song about it. They've taken out no loggers and proved nothing to nobody. But the fist team can't afford to bathe in their laurels because there's still at least 800 loggers remaining. Well, what a success our Double the Fist info line has been. In fact, it is now the number 2 info line in Australia, right behind the talking clock. But a lot of people have discovered another very fist-worthy use for our line. If you have a friend who is weak, all you need to do is borrow their phone. Then dial our number, pretend to hang up, sit back, relax, and enjoy as they clock up a fist-worthy phone bill. In fact, if you know of anyone who is weak, or even shops that need fisting up, all you need to do is grab their phone and dial 1900 fist for you. That's 1-900 fist for you. All right, I'll catch you later. Okay, Tina, well, it looks like the traps have been successful. So why have you decided to give up on that course of action?
Well, Steve, because of this. The loggers, they don't stop arriving. There's a bus service bringing new ones every 15 minutes. We just can't build traps fast enough. So what I figure, the only way to stem the flow is to get to the source.
Right, and how are you going to do that?
We're going to steal the minibus, Steve.
Okay, thanks, Rod. Well, that sounds very dangerous.
Oh, well, it isn't, Steve. I have a very sexy plan.
Sounds sexy.
Well, it is, Steve. Don't you worry about that.
In order to maintain the element of surprise, it appears that the Womp has turned himself into a shrub. Go, Bush Boy! Well, it looks like Womp has made his way to the epicentre, and not that far away, it's Rod and Tina. Go, you mighty dream team! Well, what an incredible array of events. It appears that a giant pyramid is disgorging pandas at an alarming rate. Team, how are you going to deal with this incredible monstrosity?
There's more and more of them every moment, Steve.
I think the only way we're going to deal with this is to launch an all-out assault immediately. I mean, they might have the numbers.
But we've got the fist.
Mephisto!
If you're confused right now, then you're a weak dog who hasn't been watching the whole series. You need to get yourself to a good store and buy the Double the Fist Series 1 DVD. Now, if you've been recording, you can watch back in frame advance and find out what's going on. But basically, Mephisto has been possessed by an evil stone spirit. It's up to Womp to smash it out and free him from its influence.
Yeah!
Well, you may remember a couple of weeks ago, we ran into a little bit of trouble with the Mayor of Canangra Council. As it turns out, the dogs at Canangra think that they own light and consequently wouldn't let us record any with our cameras. I now have with me a letter from the excruciatingly bad law firm of Ernest and Hardwick Solicitors. It reads, "Dear Mr. Fox, we're writing to you representing the interests of Canangra Council, blah, 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 blah. Basically, Canangra is suing me for defamation and asking the ABC to stop broadcasting this fine program." Well, I don't know about you, but that's not going to happen. You see, we live in a democracy and not some shoddy Canangra-style backwater run by a dictator. That's why I say to you, Ernest and Hardwig, you weak lawyer cowards, no! I will not retract my statement. And as for the dogs at Canangra, especially the Honourable Philip Nugent, you can all get stuffed. You are collectively and individually the biggest pile of sloth neuron I've ever had the distaste of dealing with. Ooh, it's about time you people learned that people should be allowed to film whatever they want, whenever they want. Canangra, you make me sick! Well done, Mephisto. Well, you may not realise it, but you've won today's challenge. What a triumphant return to the show. Okay, how do you feel?
My eye hurts.
Right. Well, from saving this bushland from your own destruction, you've earned the full fist. Well, there you have it. If we didn't get off our asses and do something, this place would be a car park by now, or even a giant Aztec pyramid with a adjoining panda cloning centre. All it takes is a little bit of proactive behaviour and a whole lot of fist. You'll see me next week.